International Conference in commemoration of International Women's Day. We have these meetings, try to have these meetings every year, because we think they're important. In today's conference, we've got many distinguished guests who you will be seeing and hearing what they have to say later on and throughout the day. You've got a copy of the program, which we've printed out. It's all in English because we thought that's the easiest way to keep it. But throughout the conference, we'll have speakers who will be talking in Farsi, Swedish and English. We did ask the speakers beforehand to give us the gist of or summary of their speeches, so we could have them in English at least, so that everybody would have an understanding of what they're talking about, which majority of speakers have done so, but not all. Well, we try throughout the conference, I'll try at least, to, if I can, the ones that we don't have translations of, to make a very short summary in English. I just want to say that if you could all turn your mobiles off, because it's so disrupting to have the mobiles going all in different directions, different ringtones. We have a stereo concert otherwise. If we could turn them off, please, thanks. The theme of the conference, as you know, is the rise of popular movements in the Middle East and North Africa, the rise of political Islam, and what does the future hold for women. Different speakers will be addressing these questions from different points of view, from their own experiences, so that in this conference we can all share our different experiences. I know for a fact that some of our speakers who do not live in the Middle East, but they have made journeys to the Middle East and they've got experiences firsthand, and we will share their experiences. And also we do have speakers from Egypt, as you know, is in the program, and we're really looking forward to hearing their views. Unfortunately, some of our speakers could not attend because of visa problems or technical problems like that, but we do have their input, we do have their articles which we will take in turns to read, because it's very important to have their input. I'm going to give the floor first to, we've only got about 2-3 minutes of a welcoming message from the organizer, the Shahla Nouri. You can see her, running everywhere like a headless chicken sometimes. She's, she is the boss. She knows exactly what sport she does. She knows where the teaspoons are and she knows where the microphone is. So she's going to have just a few words of welcoming, and then we have an opening, very short speech from Azar, who's the chairperson of the Organization for Women's Liberation. And then we shall start with our first panel, Maria Hagberg, Parvin Koboli and Shahla Nouri. So I'll ask Shahla to come to the mic and give us the first few lines. She will be speaking in Farsi, I think, yeah? Farsi.
Okej, jag skulle bara välkomna alla ni som deltog i våran fjärde konferens som har blivit en vana att vara nästa år till exempel. Vi har inte det alla saknade. Men när vi fixar det blir många alternativ. Men det är vi som ska lyckas. Jag är säker. Jag tackar er att ni kom, och jag ska tacka också våra sponsorer. Tack en gång.
Shahla just welcomed everybody to our 4th international conference, and she said that if we do not have these conferences, everybody will miss us, which is true, hopefully. Shahla از این خوش آمدی و همه گفتش که این 4مین کنفرانس بین‌المللی که داریم برگزار می‌کنیم و اگه یه سالی نتونیم برگزار بکنیم خیلی ناامید میشن، از همون ناراحت میشن که مطمئنم اینطور هست. الان میکروفون می‌خوام به آذر ماجدی. So Azar Majidi, the chairperson of the Organization for Women's Liberation. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome you all to, as Shahla also mentioned, our 8 March conferences have become a tradition. In Gothenburg, last year we didn't have any, everyone missed it. The 3 before were really groundbreaking. The fact that we could bring activists from different parts of the world, countries living under the Islam, countries living under Catholicism, Orthodox Church, as well as oppressive regimes. They came here and talked about the women's movement, the women's rights, and how the world has become worse, especially for women in all those countries, because in the past 2-3 decades, it's not only oppressive regimes we have to face, religion has become a very integrated, it always is an integrated part of the ideology dominating society, but now has become a very integrated part of the regime itself. We've seen Islam in Iran, in Afghanistan, and then after that in Iraq, and now we'll see. Well, we put a question mark. Someone asked me, do you really think it's a rise of political Islam? I said, don't you see the question mark? This is what we're going to debate here. Do we see a rise of political Islam again in the region? Or is it just an effort to push people back, to push radicalism back, to push left back, to push the working class back, as they did in Iran in 1979? Are they trying the same trick as they did with Iran, or are we, not only people in Egypt, not only people in Tunisia, not only people in Algeria, Morocco, Yemen, Syria, Libya, Iran, but we as well, wherever we are, we're not going to let it happen. We're not going to let it happen that people again come to the street, get killed, fight for freedom, fight for equality, fight for prosperity, fight for a better world, and go back again to where they were, as it happened in Iran. So this is what the debate is, and I'm very, very happy we could have these brilliant speakers here. As Mariam said, some of them could not come, some sent messages, and we're going to read them to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Azar.